a teacher in a secondary school, I realized along the line that most of the student athletes were from very poor background, to say. And so I'm a sports enthusiast. And I decided to put some little funds together to help some athletes who are academically okay and have the talent. That is just the genesis of Better Future Athletics Club.
Beautiful, beautiful. And that's really encouraging to see, because I remember a few years ago, I had a conversation with my older brother. He lives in Ghana currently, and we were speaking through WhatsApp. And we had a conversation about how Nigerians were doing a good job of putting together like sports institutes and opening up opportunities for young Nigerian student athletes. Some other African nations were doing that. And me and my brother, we were asking ourselves, like, you know, what's going on with Ghana? Ghana has a lot of talent too, but where are some of these sports academies and sports institutes in Ghana to help out the youth? So it's really exciting to hear about the work that you're doing. Appreciate
that. It's time we all put our hands together to try to support the young ones who are coming. A lot of other guides also have come up with some clubs to help student athletes. So it's in the course, it's in a good direction.
Most definitely. So, Coach, as far as track and field, is there like a country or nation that you look to model some of your strategies with Ghanaian student athletes? Is there like a country like Jamaica that you take a look at when it comes to track and field, and then try to apply it towards Ghanaian athletes? What's your thought process on
that? When it comes to that, the United States has always been my area of view, because with the United States, we have a wide range of athletes, and they've been great over the years. So yes, the United States.
That's definitely true, without a doubt. I know, just looking at Ghana's 4x100 meter relay team that made history recently, quite a few of them ran track in American colleges. So your point is definitely
almost all of them. Almost all of them do that. And that is it. It is a way of developing our athletes too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach, tell us about some of the challenges that come with building a track and field program in Ghana right
now. The first challenge is with facilities. No tracks, no, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. We run on background, no certain tracks and all that. Only the very renowned stadium will have certain tracks. And so training young athletes, sometimes the athlete even finds it difficult to know what exactly he's doing because you're on the background. Yes, that's the greatest challenge. Financial challenges, yes, but that is something we're coping with. Sometimes kitting the athletes, their spies, their outfits, all that, it's a little bit of a challenge.
And you know, and thinking about some of those challenges, you know, I've had Olympic gold medalist on the show recently. Her name is Tiana Bartoletta. She was on the women's gold medal 4x100 meter relay team, but she's also a gold medalist in the long jump. And I asked her, you know, what she felt about the success of her rival Jamaicans, because you know how the U.S. has a track and field rivalry with the Jamaicans.
Jamaica, yes.
And I was asking her, you know, a lot of those Jamaican runners, the ones that are not coming to American colleges, the ones that are like homegrown in Jamaica, how are they finding so much success without having the state-of-the-art facilities that Americans have? And some of her points were centered on being able to just simply run on the beaches, because running barefoot on the beach provides runners with resistance. and it builds their legs. It builds their fast twitch fibers. I'm not sure if like you know how Ghana has like different regions and different climates.
Yes, that's true.
How is the climate in the area that you're located at?
Okay, with us, we are in the Ashanti region, and basically far away from the sea, and so going to the beach is out of the question. But then what we do is take advantage of the poor state of the ground and then use that as our advantage. Like you're saying, when you run barefooted on the beach, it makes you stronger. And so running on an uneven ground, undulating grounds, it makes our athletes more resilient. But the problem is translating that resilience into the actual thing. When they go to where the facilities are good, it becomes a big challenge.
That's a good point. I remember a college track athlete on the show 2 weeks ago. She made a similar point because I'd asked her what are the biggest differences between preparing for an outdoor track and field meet with an indoor track and field meet, and she showed some of those differences, some of the same difference that you just alluded to. Now, Coach, nutrition-wise, what are some of the good things going on and some of the bad things going on when it comes to ensuring proper nutrition with athletes in Ghana right now?
I love at this question because yes, nutrition is very, very important and key in the life of an athlete. But down here, we eat what we have. So basically, our athletes, we don't have specific nutrition programs for them.
Okay. Coach, have you looked into like certain sponsorships? Because, you know, a lot of people in the outside world don't realize, but there's quite a few wealthy individuals in Ghana, and I just thought about maybe perhaps if some of these wealthy Ghanaians would do sponsorships for some of the young up and coming athletes, because we have so much athletic talent in the country of Ghana. It'll be a shame to let all that talent go to waste. How do you feel about some of the wealthy Ghanaian businessmen and professionals perhaps doing sponsorships with the young athletes?
I think for some year now, it's an idea that is coming up. Mostly old athletes who have been through the Olympics, old Olympians from Ghana, come back and want to give back to society. One Rex Brobe, for example, he's an old athlete for Ghana. He's come up with this idea of GMPC Ghana Fastest. He's supported by GMPC, that's the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. They sponsor him, and he's been organizing events. Okay, he's been organizing meets for sprinters. That's actually one of those meets that Benedicta has just won, and she's the fastest under 18 girl. There's also this Emmanuel Tofo. He's called Kura. He retired some time ago, and then he's also come back with Kura Consult, and they are coming up with sponsorship to help some of these athletes. So few are coming with sponsorship, but then on a larger note, we still have a lot to do.
Most definitely, Coach. In a perfect world, if let's say you receive sponsorships, what are like some of the supplies and tools or equipment that will be most beneficial to your athletes, Coach?
Okay, some of the things we use in training, like most often what we do is to improvise. And so all those training gadgets we improvise, like mini hurdles, like bands, like gym materials, mats, a whole lot of training things that we have to improvise. All of that we would have gotten the originals, and you know what it means to have an original gadget. Yes, using the appropriate tool for the right job. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach Mensah, tell us a little bit more about Benedicta. How long have you been training her, and kind of tell us how she became introduced to the wonderful sport of track and field.
I think I met her in, that should be about some 3 years ago, some 3-4 years ago, yes, I should think, in a community where they were having this track and field for schools. I realized she had the talent, but there it was just some people displaying their running abilities. And so I talked to the family. We came into a kind of an agreement. I picked her up and started to develop her. We realized at first she could run a lot of events, but we realized her potential was in the sprints. Okay. And so we've been working on sprints till this time.
Awesome, awesome. How old is she currently?
She's 16. She'll be 17 in November, I think.
Okay. What are some of her goals as far as picking out a college and moving on to the next level, competing at the next level?
From the time she realized she could be a sprinter, she's always said she would one day be an Olympian for Ghana. So that is her ultimate goal. And then, yes, she's in the high school, just about to complete the senior high school here. We're hoping she's able to get a college, most expectantly in the US, where she'll be able to develop her talent, if possible, on scholarship. If not, she would continue to at one of the universities in Ghana here to see to pursue a degree course.
Excellent. Does she have any family in the United States?
No.
Okay. And that's fine, because as far as track and field, unlike basketball, track and field, there's a big